First. Yes. I told you a few reasons for the poverty in our country. A few points I explained related to that. What are those reasons or causes of poverty in our country? Okay, can anyone say? Sneha? Sneha was not there, I think. Okay. Elvina?
They lack population explosion and the weak institutions,
Okay,
corruption.
population explosions related to that. Yeah, weak institution in the sense they are talking about the some of the laws what they introduced during those days and it was not followed. For example, local self-government or government introduced a redistribution of land that was not followed everywhere. Okay, that is why we call it as like that. Tomlin, can you tell any other point? Tomlin.
Education.
Education, illiteracy, education level. Okay. Aishwarya,
Then the colonial past.
colonial past. Some few points I explained related to that. Karthik, can you tell that?
Ma'am, British followed a policy of deindustrialization in India.
Deindustrialization in India. Okay. Then any other thing related to Britishers?
Agriculture sector was backward during that time.
Yeah. Why that was in a backward stage? There is a reason for that. They were compelled to cultivate. Okay. So what was that, Aparna? According to the needs of Britishers, they were cultivating what they used to cultivate.
Ma'am, rather than the food crops, they used to cultivate the cash crops.
Okay, so that led to what, Anila? They started producing cash crops that led to, Anila, can you think of? Ashish, can you tell? See, now they are not producing much food grains. So what will happen? What is that? Hanna, can you tell? Hanna, can you tell why you people are switching it off? As I ask question, why you people are switching it off? Yes, see, we are not producing the food grains now. So what will be its result? No. Anjo, can you tell?
Shortage of food.
Very good, very good. Shortage of food grains. So these were some of the problems you can see related to the, or these are some of the causes related to poverty. And a few I told that there were some people, they were facing some sort of discrimination because they were belonging to different caste or religion like that. So there are some problems related to that also, social in the society, economic wise, or some of them where they were facing exclusion because they belong to one particular caste. They were not having employment properly, indebtedness were there, or distribution of wealth, it was very much unequal. Because of that reasons, you can see poverty was existing in our country. These were the main things related to British rule and poverty. Another one, heavy pressure of population. I finished this heavy pressure of population, right? per head availability, I finished. Yeah. Chronic unemployment and underemployment. Did I take this? Yes or no? Someone please reply fast. Have you written down anything? Okay, so this is done. Poverty is related to the nature of unemployment. Okay, next one, inflation. Rise in price of food grains and other essential goods here. what happened during this time? Because the Britishers, they were compelling the people to cultivate cash crops. There was a shortage shortage of food grains. At the same time, our population was growing in a very rapid manner. So this led to the rise in prices of food grains, which was not affordable for the poor people. So this is another one. This intensify the hardship. This mainly affected the lower income groups because they were not able to buy the food grains at a lower price, or it was very costly for them. Okay. Next reason is unequal distribution of income and assets. Unequal distribution of income and assets means what now? What do you mean by unequal distribution of income and assets? Karthik, can you tell?
Ma'am, not everyone had assets, only the rich.
Yeah, few had large acres of land in their name, or they had a lot of assets with them. Because of that, they were becoming more and more rich, and the poor people, they were not able to satisfy even their minimum needs. So this is one reason in our country. You think of a communist country, how is it? How the property is distributed in a communist country? Any idea? Anyone can you tell? Yes, communist
Most
country.
of the properties are owned and operated by the
Owned and
government.
operated by the government. So here, and it will be whatever money they are making out of it, it will be given to the people equally. So it's not that there are some people are very rich with lots of property and assets. That will not be there. So in our country, you can see there is unequal distribution of income and assets. Because of that reason, they were not able to, or you can say poor people, they were not able to live a minimum standard of living, and they were in debtness, or they were in debt. They used to take a lot of money from the money lenders. So afterwards, sometimes they are not able to pay back the money. So you might have seen that some of the farmers, they commit suicide also because they were not able to support their family. At the same time, they are not able to repay the loans what they have taken. So because of this reason, or one important reason you can say related to that unequal distribution of income and assets. Another one, low growth rate of our economy. Low growth rate in the sense our economy's growth was very low during the 5-year plans in India. Or I told that you might have studied in the previous class what are the reasons for the bringing liberalization, privatization, and globalization in our country, or what are the reasons for economic reforms, in introduction of economic reforms. One reason what we saw, that was low economic growth. So in that, our country's 5-year plan, we tried a lot to bring development in our country, but that was not happening. Growth rate was very less. It was nearly 5%. Okay. So because of this reason, at the same time, our growth rate of population was also very high. So what happened? Per capita income, it was growing in a very slow manner. It was growing by 3% only. So low growth rate and per capita income. Because of these reasons, the poverty remained in our country, or sustained in our country. The poverty was not at all reducing in our country. Okay, so this is one thing. Rate of growth, it was very low. And why it was only 5% here. At the same time, growth rate of population, it was 2%. So per capita income, it was increasing only by 3%. So because of this low growth rate and per capita income, you can see poverty is sustaining in our country. It is continuing in our country. It is not getting abolished or removed here. Okay, so these are the important points related to the causes of poverty. Once more, rise in the price of food grains. You know that it is an essential commodity. Then without food grains, we can't live. Another one, unequal distribution of income. Last one, low growth rate of low economic growth. Okay. Next one, these all whatever I said, the reasons for poverty, it created two groups in our country. One is rich, another one is poor. And as if you see years pass by, what happened? Poor started becoming more and more poor, and rich people, they started becoming more and more rich. So there was more concentration of wealth in the hands of rich people rather than the poor people. 5-year plans, through 5-year plans, government expected that they can reduce the poverty. That didn't happen. Okay, so this is what here you can see. And always you can see the rich people, they own the means of production. They own the means of production in the sense they had the money to invest on that, to buy the means of production. And what about the poor people? They had or they will get money only by selling their labor, or they have to trade labor for their survival. Through that only they used to get more money. So the gap between rich and poor, it is going on widening. Okay, widening in the sense, the gap between rich and poor in the sense, there is a gap actually between rich and poor. So poor started becoming more and more poor, rich started becoming more and more rich here. So this is what altogether situation we can see in our country or related to poverty. Okay, next one, what are the policies government had taken towards poverty alleviation? What do you mean by poverty alleviation? Alleviation means what? Anyone?
To remove.
To remove. So government, they have taken some programs to remove poverty from our country. There are various plans, various policies are taken to remove poverty from our country. So the first thing what they have given, our constitution and 5-year plans. The first and foremost objective was that social justice in the society, or bring the poor people to a proper level, or a minimum standard of living should be there for the poor people. So first and foremost thing, if you see, related to our constitution and 5-year plans, what is that? Provide social justice to the people. Okay, now in that they have given a sentence here. The urge to bring economic and social change under present condition comes from the fact why we want to bring economic and social change. What is the necessary for that? Why we are giving much importance to economic and social change? Because poverty, there are so much of poverty and inequality in our, there are inequality in income, in wealth and opportunity. Every people, they are not getting the same opportunity to enjoy their life, or you can say same opportunity to get employment, because some people are not having education. Because of that reason, they are not getting employment. So here, why they tell that the urge to bring, what do you mean by that urge? The necessity, or that a feeling that this should be introduced. Okay, that urge to bring economic and social change, there should be some economic and social change. Why we should bring that change? Because poverty and inequalities are existing in our country, and inequality in what all levels they have given, that is income, wealth and opportunity. Now next one, the benefits of economic development that must accrue in the sense that must be available, or it should be received. To whom who should receive this? Less privileged classes of society. Okay, then only economic development will be proper one. So benefit of economic development must be obtained by less privileged sections of the society. So that is why they gave much importance to poverty alleviation program, or they introduced some policies and programs through which they can bring the poor people above the poverty line. Okay, now before that, take your textbook, page number 71. Page number 71. All of you took? Yes. Karthik, just start reading. The first first paragraph you read. I want everyone to listen. I will be asking questions based on that, okay? Yes,
Distress among cotton farmers.
yes.
Many small landowning farmers and farming households and weavers are descending into poverty due to globalization related shock and lack of perceived income earning opportunities in relatively well performing states in India, where households have been able to sell assets or borrow or generate income from alternative employment opportunities. The impact of such shocks may be transient. However, if the household has no assets to sell or no assets to credit or is able to borrow only at exploitative rates of interest and gets to serve into a debt trap. The shocks can have long duration ramification in terms of pushing households below the poverty line. The worst form of this crisis is suicides. The count reached 3,000 in Andhra Pradesh alone and is rising. In December 2005, the Maharashtra government admitted that over 1,000 farmers have committed suicides in the state since 2001.
Okay, here we are talking about small farmers, those who fell into debt trap. Okay, so we told that globalization will be always helpful, and the reasons for that, why they are committing suicide, it's given later, that I'll tell you later. So here it shows that what happened to the wealthy people and the poor people. Wealthy people in the sense those who own some assets. Okay, so here what happened to those people who are who have some property or assets in their name? What did they do? What did they do?
They could sell it.
They could sell it, and they could invest, or they could have they solved their problem. But what about the small farmers? What happened to them? Hannah, can you tell what happened to the small farmers, those who don't have much property in their name? What happened? Sneha, what happened?
Mom,
Hmm.
we can't survive because of poverty.
They couldn't
food.
survive. Why they couldn't survive? That's what
Because they don't have any property or any asset.
okay. When they didn't have poverty, what sorry, property, what they did do? What happened? They didn't have property, so they arranged money. How?
They work, right?
Is it they worked? Tomlin,
Ma'am,
they not audible. Connection lost. Yes.
they borrowed money at high interest.
Yes, they borrowed money at high interest rate. You know that what will happen if we borrow high rate of interest and they don't have much property with them. So as a result, they were in debt trap and they could not repay the loans. And you can see that many farmers are committing suicide, especially they have given Andhra Pradesh and Maharashtra. Okay, next one. Aishwarya, can you read next paragraph?
India has the largest area under cotton cultivation in the world, covering 8,300 hectares in 2002 to 3. The low yield of 300 kg per hectare pushes it into third position in production. High production costs, low and unstable yields, decline in world prices, global glut in production due to subsidies by the USA and other countries, and opening up of the domestic market due to globalization have increased the exposure of farmer and led to agrarian distress, exposure, and suicide, especially in cotton belt in Andhra Pradesh and Maharashtra. The issue is not one of profits and higher returns, but that of livelihood and survival of millions of small and marginal farmers who are dependent on agriculture.
Okay. Irfan, can you tell what are the reasons for the agrarian distress? Irfan, what are the reasons for the agrarian distress in Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh? Irfan, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What are so many reasons she read out? What were those reasons for the agrarian distress? Yes.
Opening up of the domestic market due to globalization have increased the exposure of farmers. That led to agrarian distress.
Only one point. So many points are given. High production cost onwards. So many points are given. What is that?
Global glut in production due to subsidies by USA.
Yeah, global glut in the sense global supply became more. Okay, more cotton things started supplying in the market. And what is the reason? US were giving subsidies to the farmers. So because of that, cotton cultivators were encouraged to produce more and more cotton. So this affected our country. Yes, then
High production cost,
high production cost, then
low and unstable yields.
unstable yield. Yields were very low. What do you mean by yield? Anyone? What is yield?
The one that we get after the harvest.
Yeah, after the harvest, in the sense, whatever we get as a production during a particular season or during a particular year, the production what you receive from the land, that is what we call it as yield here. So it was low, very low in our country compared to other countries. At the same time, you know that according to WHO, they told us to stop the subsidies and support to the farmers. At the same time, we stopped, Indians stopped, or many other countries also stopped by the giving of subsidies. But what happened? US, they didn't stop. They continue giving subsidies to the farmers. So this resulted in more supply of cotton. At the same time, their products became cheaper. How come their products are becoming cheaper? What reason? Why their products are becoming cheaper?
When they give subsidies,
Yeah,
the
because of
cost of
subsidy.
production.
Yeah, the cost of
decrease.
production decreases here. Okay, so these are the few things you can see related to what happened in the cotton production in India and what happened to the farmers. So here you can see the poor farmers, they are becoming more and more poor because of all this globalization. Yes, next paragraph. Basil, can you read? Basil. It's a case study. That's what I'm telling. I want you to read and go. And this, they may ask questions. What are the reasons for this and all they may ask. Basil, are you there? Or don't you have textbook with you? No. Anjo? Basil, I'll mark absent, okay?
Ma'am, which paragraph?
Third paragraph, scholar's site.
Scholars cite several factors that have led farmers to commit suicide. The shift from traditional farming to the farming of high-yielding commercial crops without adequate technical support, combined with withdrawal of the state in area of agriculture extension services in providing counseling on farm technologies. Problems face immediate remedial steps and lack of timely advice to farmers. There's a decline in public investment in agriculture in the last 2 decades. Low rates of germination of seeds provided by large global firms, precious seeds and pesticides by private agents, crop failure, pest attack and drought, debt at very high interest rate of 36% to 120% from private money lenders, cheap imports leading to decline in pricing and profits, lack of access to water for crops, which force the farmers to borrow money at exorbitant rates of interest to sink borrowers that fail.
Exorbitant in the sense high rate of interest. Okay, so here you can see there are several factors they have given what happened, why the farmers started committing suicide like that. Okay, first thing what they have given is that it is related to the shift from traditional farming. We were using only the normal seeds and we were using manure and natural manure and water for irrigation, like that. Only these things we were using in the traditional farming. But what happened with the coming of modern farming, the cost of production for the farmers, it is increased. At the same time, state stopped giving counseling to the farmers, in the sense they always give advices to the farmers what to do next, when to do this, or what kind of technology they should use. That kind of counseling is stopped. So this is one reason. So they were like without any advice, they were not able to do properly the cultivation. So this is one reason why they find it difficult to do the cultivation, or why they went into a debt, you can say. Second one, you can see that is related to the seeds, germination of seeds, what is provided by the what is provided in the global market. Low rates of germination seeds in the sense. What do you mean by that? So then what, how will be our germination seeds? It was, compare the cost, how it will be. It was costly. Okay, for our germination seeds were costly. And what happened in the international market, the germination seeds, whatever were given by the global firms, it was very, what do you say? It was, the cost was very less. That is one thing. Another one thing you can see, debt. Related to the debt, poor farmers, they were not having money in their hands. Because of that reason, they used to take money from the money lenders or loan from the money lenders. How much do they charge actually? The rate of interest, how much they have given? 36 to 120. Okay, how much, you know, any idea how much it is there in the banks and all? How much it is there in the banks and all?
9%.
Maybe 9% or till 12%, like that it will be. So you just compare the bank loan interest and compare the money lenders interest. It is very high. Okay. Another one thing, what the government did, they reduced the public investment on agriculture. They used to spend a lot of money for the agriculture or cultivation. That was withdrawn. They stopped doing that. Okay. At the same time, they have given, I told that a low yield were there because of spurious seeds, it seems. In the sense, they used to, some global firms and all, they started selling fake seeds and all. Because of that reason, yield became very low. Another one thing you can see, that is related to the cheap imports from other countries, because other countries were supported by their government. Because of that reason, whatever they were importing, their prices were less. So what happened to our products? Our products became costlier. So people started buying the imported goods. So when our products is not bought by the people, it will be with the farmers only, and they've started facing losses here. So like that, there were various problems related to this cotton farmers. So they may ask you sometimes what were the reasons, or why the farmers started committing suicide. Value-based questions, sometimes they may ask from this. Okay. Now, shall we start the seminar? I mean, few did that day. Others did not complete, right? Yes, next. Who is the next one?
Ma'am, Femina.
Okay, start. I have allowed that share screen. Yes. Yes.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, yes, start.
Good morning to all. Today I'm going to take a seminar on the topic World Trade Organization. World Trade Organization was started in 1995. It was started to replace General Agreement on Trade and Tariff. It is an international organization that promote foreign trade and foreign investment. Its main aim was to the removal of tariff and non-tariff barriers for foreign trade. And also World Trade Organization discourages bilateral trade agreements, and it supports multilateral trade agreements. World Trade Organization expected to establish a rule-based trading regime, which nations cannot place arbitrary restrictions on trade. And another main purpose was to enlarge production and trade of services, and to ensure optimum utilization of the world resources, and also to protect the environment. And the agreement that the World Trade Organization covers, that was trade in goods as well as services to facilitate international trade through removal of trade through removal of tariff as well as non-tariff barriers. Next, I'm going to take the topic Indian economy during reforms. Growth of an economy is measured by the gross
Is there any
domestic
slide for
product.
that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. No, why did you change? You can continue, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Growth of an economy is measured by the gross domestic product. The growth of GDP increased from 5.6% during 1980-91 to 8.2% during 2007-12. During the reform period, the growth of agriculture was declined. But while industrial sector reported fluctuations, and the growth of service sector has increased. Thus, the growth of service sector has increased. The growth is mainly driven by the growth in service sector. Service sector continued to witness a high level of growth, higher than the overall GDP. Overall GDP growth in 2014-15. The rate was 9.8%. There was also an increase in foreign direct investment and foreign exchange reserves. For the foreign investment includes foreign direct investment FDI and foreign industrial investment FII. There was an increase from about 100 million US dollar in 1990-91 to 400 billion US dollar in 2010-11. There was another increase in foreign exchange reserves from about 6 billion US dollar in 1990-91 to 300 billion US dollar in 2011-12. And India was the seventh largest foreign exchange reserves holder in the world. Thank you.
Femina should have a little more explanation. Only I felt it was reading out. Some words, if you add in between, that will be like explanation. So you can do that. But I told you before, I think, when you just write it down, what are you going to speak? Then it will be easy for you. It's not that you will be reading that. Okay. So please try, everyone, please try like that. Let it be like a little bit speech like. Okay. Next who?
Ma'am, Hanna.
Hanna. Yes. Basil did not do, right?
No, ma'am.
Basil, where is he? Went or what? Okay. I will call him then. That is better. Yes. You can.
Ma'am, let me start.
Yes, start. And what about just 1 minute? Atul done joined, right?
Yes,
Atul
ma'am.
also.
He also.
Okay.
Economic reform. We know that economic reforms means it is a process which is started by the government of India in 1991, and this was introduced to solve the economic crisis and to accelerate the growth. And these economic reforms were having positives. At the same time, it was having few failures, and they are in employment. The GDP growth rate has increased, but it did not generate the sufficient employment opportunities in the country. And then in the agriculture, the growth rate has decreased, And it was because of the public investment in the agriculture sector was too less. That means mainly in the infrastructure, that is irrigation, power, roads, market and market linkages and all. Then earlier, these fertilizers were given in a subsidized way. But once this reform was introduced, the subsidies were removed, and this led to the increase in the cost of production, and it affected the small and marginal farmers. And the next reason for the decreased rate in the agriculture growth rate is the reduction in the import duties on the agriculture products and the removal of minimum support price. And this has increased the threat of international competition to the Indian farmers. That is, earlier there was no competition between the international market by the farmers. And the next failure is uneven growth in the industrial sector. Earlier the growth rate and after the reform growth rate is somewhat same. There is no difference in it, and that was because of the decreasing demand of industrial products. Because there was cheaper import, and that has decreased the demand for the industrial products. And the globalization has created the conditions for free movement of goods and services from the foreign countries. And there was inadequate investment in the infrastructure. And developing country like India still does not have an access to the developed countries market because of high non-tariff barriers. The next failure is reforms and fiscal policies. Here, the government thought that by reduction of the tax, they can increase the tax, but it has resulted in an increase in the tax revenue of the government. Then the reform policies involving tariff reduction have curtailed the scope for raising the revenue through the custom duties. Then the wideness economic disparity. Then it has increased the income and quality of consumption of only high income groups, and the growth has been concentrated only in the some select. That's all.
Okay. I think beginning it was well explained, then later you started reading, I feel. Yes? Huh? It was well explained in the beginning, nicely brought all the points and all. But then last slide when you came, what happened? Hannah? Hannah, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, last slide when it came, I feel you want to finish it off fast or what? Is it like that? Huh?
No.
Oh, okay. So first, all the slides, it was well explained. That was good. Last slide, I felt you want to finish it off and just read it out and finish, right? I felt like that. Okay. Next, Basil, ready? Basil, are you ready? Will you reply?
Next period.
Next period. Okay. What about Atul Krishna? Any idea about him, Aparna? Whether he told anything? Because last week he was ready.
Yes, ma'am. He was ready.
And he forgot or what today? No, he didn't say anything, right?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay. 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 So just tell him otherwise to be present in the next period. One more period we have, right? So in that. So in your group now, only Basil and Atul is remaining, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All others have done. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And what about C-section? Did I give? I gave or not? I don't remember
No,
that.
ma'am.
No. Okay. So we'll continue because your class number is also very less. So we will be doing that afterwards. Okay. Okay. So if it is for others, what I am telling, when you are preparing, you prepare the slides, no, it will be easy for you, that I told. But at the same time, you just write it down sometimes, what you're going, otherwise near each point, you just write it down what it is. So it will be easy for you to explain. Otherwise, reading out, it's not that, and think that it is, this is a platform what you're getting just to speak. Okay, it will be helpful for you only. Okay, so please do with some explanation that will be helpful for you later on also. Okay, don't think that teacher is telling us to do seminar and it is burden. Don't think like that. It will be helpful for you. Okay. Okay, then the next period will continue now. So these two, please just ask whether, I mean, Basil is here. Atul, just ask whether he can present it, or tell him to be present. What about Sharath? There is absent here, right? Aditya present, Anila present, Ancho present, Aparna present, Atul Krishna absent, Basil present, Femina present, Hanna present, Karthik present, Irfan present, Pavitra present, Sharath absent. Hadi is absent. Okay. Next, 1 minute. Yes, Aishwarya, Amal absent, Amal Raj present, Ashish present, Elvina present, Grishma present, Sneha, is she here or she went? Absent. Okay. Okay then, bye everyone. Yeah, Shubham, I have put mark, I mean, I've marked for you. Okay, thank you everyone. Bye. So next period, Basil, prepare and come. Okay, bye.